Hello students, now we are going to see about differential phase shift keying, in short DPSK. So to understand the principle of DPSK, we should know the base of PSK modulation. So that is phase shift keying. In phase shift keying, the phase of the carrier signal is varied with respect to the modulating signal. So PSK modulation is one of the coherent version of PSK. So coherent version means in the PSK receiver it uses the carrier signal as the reference. So by using the carrier signal only we can detect the signal back which is transmitted by the transmitter. So if we are using the carrier at the receiver, so totally the 66% of the power is wasted to transmit the carrier signal. And here the circuit is also complex in the PSK modulation schemes. So to overcome this problem, we go for the differential phase shift keying. Now we are going to solve the problem of coherent version of PSK. So instead of reference signal, here we are using differential encoding methods. Okay. So first, the differential phase shift keying is a non-coherent version of the PSK. Generally, PSK is the coherent version, but in DPSK is the non-coherent version of the PSK. And next, it eliminates the need for a coherent reference signal at the receiver by combining two basic operations at the transmitter. So first one, differential encoding, and second one, phase shift keying. So this is the differential phase shift keying. So differential encoding plus phase shift keying is called differential phase shift keying. The active rule in DPSK is to send a simple 0. Now we are going to transmit two binary symbol, first one simple 0 and second one simple 1. To send simple 0, it is 180-degree phase shift, and simple 1, there is no change in the waveform. The phase of the current signal waveform, it is unchanged. So this is the active rule in the DPSK modulation scheme. And see here, now we are going to transmit the simple 0 and simple 1, and this is the transmitted signal of DPSK. This is the transmitted signal of DPSK, which is equal to, so that the transmitted signal, it is depends on transmitted signal energy per bit, and bit duration and the frequency of the signal. So that DPSK does depends on transmitted signal energy per bit duration and the frequency with the bit duration 0 to TB. Now we are going to transmit simple 0 and transmit simple 1. This is for simple 1, that is SI of t is equal to root of EB by 2 dB cos 2 pi FCT in the bit duration 0 to TB. And second, it is also, if it is a TB to 2 dB, that is also same, that is root 2 EB by TB cos of 2 pi FCT. And transmission of simple 0 it is 180 degree phase shift. If it is 1, there is no phase shift. If it is 0, that is a 180 degree phase shift. And see here, so root of EB by 2 dB cos of 2 pi FCT plus pi. So 180 degree phase shift. DPSK is a special case of non-coherent orthogonal modulation with here time period T is equal to, which is equivalent to 2 dB, and energy E is equal to 2 EB. Now we are going to see the generation of DPSK modulation. And see here, this is the differential encoding and remaining part is the PSK modulation. So that it is named as DPSK transmitter. And see here, this is the logic network. Logic network is nothing but it is the XOR gate. So imagine that here we are having that XOR gate. So XOR gate we are having that 2 inputs, and this is the XOR gate output, or it is the logic network output. It is denoted as D of K, and this is the delayed version of the D of K. If it is D of K, the delayed version is D of K minus 1. So logic network we are giving the 2 inputs. So first binary input sequence B of K and delayed version of the D of K. The both inputs are given to the logic network. The logic network output will be, if both the inputs are same, the output will be 1. If both the inputs are different, the output will be 0. That is, if it is 1 1, the output will be 1. If 0 0, the output will be 0. Suppose if it is 1, here it is 0, output will be 0, and here it is 0 or here it is 1, so output will be 0. So both inputs are same, output will be 1. Both inputs are differ, output will be 0. So that is the output of the logic network. Again, the output of the logic network, here it is given to the amplitude level shifter, and here the amplitude level shifter is used to encode at the output. So that is the encoder output from the logic network or XOR gate is converted to a bipolar signal. So by using this amplitude level shifter, it is used to convert a bipolar signal using this level shifter. So the output of this XOR gate will be converted to that bipolar signal. The output of the bipolar signal, again it is multiplied by a product modulator. So now we are having that this is the output, again it is multiplied with the root 2 by TB cos of 2 pi FCT. So we'll get back the DPSK signal. This is the generation of the DPSK. And here, so if the difference signal it is 0, the phase does not change. If the difference signal is 1, the phase of the carrier is changed by pi. Just keep this point in your mind. So D of K equal to 0, the phase of the carrier does not change. If D of K equal to 1, the phase of the carrier is changed by pi. And this is the DPSK waveform. And first we have considered the bit sequence. If it is that 0 0 1 0, so likewise we can take any sequence for this, and it is that bipolar sequence. If it is a 0, so there is no pulse. If it is a 1, it is a high pulse. 0 high pulse, 0 no pulse, so it is a high pulse. So that we have D of T. Next we are going to see here, this is the B of T. If B of T is equal to 0, 0 means there is no change. So 0 means, so as it is 0, so as it is 0, so no change. If the input is 1, that is D of T or D of K is 1, change the 180 degree phase shift. Again see here, if it is 0, so that is no change. So again the same value, again it is continued. And see here, if it is 0, again the same value is continued here. Again it is 1, so that it is a 180 degree phase shift. Again it is a 1, so that it is a 180 degree phase shift. Again 8th bit, see the 8th bit, it is a 0, so that the same value is continued. Again ninth value is 0, the same value is continued. And see here 10th value is 1, so change the phase of the signal. Again 11th bit is 1, so that again change the phase shift. And 12th bit is 1, so that change the phase. And see here. Now see the 13 bit it is 13 bit is 1, so 1 means again see here we have to change the phase. Again 14 bit it is at 0, so that it is continue the same. So one thing here we have to note down the waveform here from here to here. Okay. And next this is the delayed version of B of t. So delayed version of B of t means see here this 0 and this 0 and this bit here, and this one bit delayed version, and here this is the 1 bit delayed version, and this is the 1 bit delayed version, this is the 1 bit delayed version. So 1 bit delayed version, 1 bit delayed version, and the waveform will be like this, so that the 1 bit delayed version. So this is the delayed version of the waveform. Okay, now this is the phase shift. So DPSK waveform phase shift. So 0 means it is the phase angle, there is no change. If it is a 1, that is a pi. And see here we are having that different for D of k, it is different, and phase shift is different. 0 means there is no phase shift, and 0 means there is no phase shift, and 1 means it is a 180 degree phase shift. Again it is a 0. Fourth bit, see the fourth bit, it is 0, so that 0, 0, so 0. So again this is a 6th bit is 1, so that it is a pi, and 7th bit is a 1, so that it is a pi. 8th bit 0, so 0, 9th bit 0, 0, and 10th bit again we have written it is a pi, 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 like that it is a 0, 0, pi. So like that the phase shift is changed in that DPSK waveform. See here in the transmitter side we are using that carrier signal, but in that receiver we are having that we are not having any carrier signal. And see here the noisy signal is received plus it is passed through the band pass filter center at the carrier frequency Fc to limit the noise power, that is the received signal plus noises at this point. So which are all the noises out of the band, which is eliminated by using that band pass filter. The output of the band pass filter it is given to the product modulator. Again 1 bit delayed version is given to the product modulator. Suppose it is AK cos omega ct and this is AK cos omega ct minus 1. So just multiply both the values. The output of the product modulator it is given to the integrator. So again it is that integrated over a 1 bit period. Suppose if it is at cos theta, it will be integrated over a 1 bit period, it is the sin theta. So it is in the combination of multiplier and integrator, it is denoted as the correlator. The output of the correlator it is denoted as L. Now this output value it is given to the decision device. Here a threshold is 0 is applied to the decision device. Now the decision device it takes the decision. If L values exceed the threshold value, choose 1. If L value is less than the threshold value, choose 0. So this is the concept of the DPSK deduction. And bandwidth of DPSK. The bandwidth of DPSK, that is bandwidth means difference between the upper frequency and lower frequency, or difference between the higher frequency and lower frequency. So here higher frequency it is that Fs plus Fc, and lower frequency it is that Fs minus Fc. So that we need to find the difference between the higher frequency and lower frequency, that is Fs plus Fc minus of within a bracket Fs minus Fc. So that we will get back the plus Fs minus Fs, it will be cancelled, so that we will get back the 2Fc. So Fc is equal to, it is that 1 by T. So here T equal to, we know that it is a 2 dB. So 2 it will be cancelled. So 2 by TB. So 2 cancel. So 1 by TB equal to FB. So here the bandwidth equal to FB. Thus the bandwidth is reduced in DPSK schemes. But bandwidth requirement of BPSK is more. But in DPSK bandwidth is reduced in this modulation scheme. Last one, probability of error. The average, how to find the probability of error for the non-coherent orthogonal modulation. So by using this equation, so we can find the probability of error. To find the probability of error, we should know the what is the energy of the signal, what is the noise spectral density. So if we know the energy of the signal or noise spectral density, we can easily find the probability of error. And here in DPSK, we know that E equal to 2EB. So now we are going to substitute E equal to 2EB. Substitute here E equal to 2EB, 2 cancel, so that EB by N0. So the above equation is a average probability of DPSK. Now the main advantages of DPSK is lower bandwidth is required compared to that of BPSK, and it does not require complex circuit, but PSK circuit is more complex. To overcome the problem of the circuit, here we are using that encoding schemes. Disadvantages: the probability of bit error rate is higher than the BPSK, and noise interference in DPSK is more. Thank you.